Wilmette, Winnetka, and Kenilworth, Illinois, three of the most highly ranked suburbs in Chicago. We'll take a look at those today. Paul Gorney from Luxury Living in Chicago. I have a new video each week. Just tap below to get notified. We'll go over housing, moving, things for families, schools, anything you need to know about Chicago area each week. Just text, email, call. If you have any questions, people reach out all the time. Love to help out, answer any questions with any help you need. So Wilmette, Winnetka, and Kenilworth, top 5 things you want to know about these places right now is, number 1, the markets in each of these are very, very predictable. So that meaning from January through May, the majority of homes are sold in the year. By sold, I mean gone under contract. So contracts are written, agreements are made, and they close within 30 to 60 days after that. But that's really the go time here. And really you could say a little bit more February through May. But things do start percolating quite a bit in January as well. So things that has sat in the fall, people come off the market in the fall. They come off in October, November, December, and they just wait it out. They want to be disturbed. Not as many people are looking, and so everybody goes on the market at the same time. Buyers all start looking right after the first of the year. So it's kind of predictable, to say the least. So it happens every year, and there's a big rush. Now, in the fall, you can get a better deal on a home. Typically, I've seen people get 5% or more off market price in the fall if someone's motivated to sell. So you really want to keep this in mind. So you have to be ready for multiple offers. You have to get in first. You have to know many are off-market deals. You have kind of, it's a real competitive environment, especially right now. So number 2 is, if you're coming from the city or from out of town, you need to know that there's a certain sense of calm in all 3 of these places. So you can park, you can pull up to a restaurant very easily and get takeout. It's a lot less stressful than an urban environment. So with that used to come fewer restaurant choices, but actually now people are coming from the city and other suburbs to Wilmette especially, and Winnetka, and there's a nice new restaurant in Kenilworth, to actually dine and go out to these locations. So it's a lot less stressful, and the dining and the things to do has really skyrocketed. So it's a really strong combination, which creates a lot of desire, to live in these 3 locations. So number 3 is proximity to the lake. So there's an east side of Kenilworth, Winnetka, and Wilmette. The east side is close to the lake. You can bike and walk very easily. You can go for runs along the lake. However, the prices further west, as you may imagine, many times are a little bit more reasonable. So you get a little bit more for your money. With that being said, the west side of, say, Wilmette, you're closer to the junior high, the middle school. Kids can walk, ride their bikes there. Where kids on the east side, closer to the lake, have to take the bus, or it's a longer bike ride. It's actually really convenient to live on the west side. You're also closer to Forest Preserve, the expressway. You're closer to the pool. There are many benefits. And in some of the areas, the prices of the homes are a little more affordable, and the homes are a little bit newer. So people who don't like old homes and are not buying new construction really like going west in Wilmette, Winnetka, and Kenilworth. There's many great options in these locations. So the 4th thing you really need to know is the schools are great in all of these areas. So Wilmette, Winnetka, Kenilworth, great schools. Kenilworth has a K through 8 school called Joselh Sears School. This school is a little bit different because the kids are together for their entire elementary school experience, which is great. And some people like to change more, where you combine schools and are meeting new friends. I mean, there's pluses and minuses, but it's really just splitting hairs because all the schools are great. I mean, really highly ranked. So the 5th thing that you really need to know is the proximity to the city is excellent. You can drive on Lakeshore Drive. You can drive on the expressway. and the Metro train, commuter train, is very easy to get downtown. So it's just really easy to get to the city compared to some of the western suburbs, which are, you know, a little bit, you're a little bit more challenged because you have the Metro, but the car option can be kind of brutal when the traffic's bad. So these are, you know, top 5 things, or 5, you know, really important things to keep in mind when looking at moving to these areas. Definitely reach out, call if you have any questions, want more details to your personal situation.